We don't need to feed this meme. It's illusional. We don't need to give it our energy. We need to give our energy to each other. And we need to have a government in place that will allow us to do that. We need to have a government that acts as the administrative arm of the people. That's what we need. That's what a fair and open and just system would be. And that's what the people of the world deserve. And not just one people from one nation, but all people from all nations. All people deserve to be free. All people deserve to be in a state of abundance. The only thing that prevents this from happening is our governments, and that is because our governments are subservient to a corrupt monetary system. They are servants of the meme. That's all they are. And all we have to do to escape from this meme is to stop giving it our energy. All we have to do is to realize that it's there, to come into our power and to change our energetic state. It's so simple. But we are doing it, folks. It is happening. But again, don't be complacent. Help make it happen. Help spread information to people. Even if you simply play them these radio shows, perhaps the penny will drop somewhere along the line. As the situation worsens, people will wake up by default anyway. So we need have no fear of that. And as I said, I believe 2011 is going to be a very interesting year. And I do believe a lot of what we're seeing is a test of energy. So it's very important to keep your energetic state up this year. Speak out as loudly and as eloquently and as calmly as you can. Always remain in the correct energy. Know what you're manifesting. Know what energy you're in. Know how you're approaching situations. Don't do anything against your conscience, and know who and what you are. If we can all approach the world in that way, I really do believe we can make a difference. I know things may get a little rough, and I'm not by any means saying don't fight back if you're attacked. By all means, defend yourself if you're attacked, but that's different to being violent. That's different to creating situations. Don't go and meet someone with a pitchfork, because it isn't the person that is the problem. Most people are simply indoctrinated by the system. The problem is the system itself. You can't go and attack it violently. You have to defeat it by depriving it of its food. And its food is the energy that the human race gives to the system. And I think if we can learn to approach things from that way, and if we can learn to direct our energy in that way, I believe we can truly make a difference. And if we do this, we can create an entirely different reality to the one that is currently planned for us. We can do it ourselves, and we can do it with a minimal of effort. All we have to do is turn our hearts in the right direction. Well, we are pretty well at the end of the show here now, folks. So I'm afraid that's about it for me today. I really do hope that the words that I've spoken today reach a lot of people, and I hope that it helps those who haven't considered the system that we live under look at things from a different perspective, and they take off the glasses and view the world through clear eyes. I ask you all to share this information as much as you can. I appreciate the work that many of you have done to share the information up to this point. I think that those that have shared this information really have helped to make a difference, and I very much thank you all for doing so. It is a comfort to know that in the end we do win, folks, because in the end we return to Source. There's nowhere else for us to go, and this is simply how it happened. But the way we return to Source is to come into our power, to embrace the correct energetic state, to not be complacent, to remove fear from our lives, and to stand up and do what our conscience dictates we should. And it's important that we don't lose sight of that. It's important that we follow our Dharma, that we do the right thing at the right time, in the right way, for the right reason. If we do that, we will indeed find balance, and we will return to Source through the divine path that we created for ourselves to use. It's been a pleasure talking to you again today. I'd like to send out a sincere thank you to everybody who visits, shares and supports thecrowhouse.com and shares it with their friends. Thank you to anybody who has ever made a contribution to the website. It is only your contributions that keep the site functioning. I look forward to speaking to you again next week. But that is it for me today, folks. Thank you very much for listening. In Lakesh.